Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Burger Changed My Life by Guga Foods. I've been watching Guga for about a year now. Uh, Watched a few of his older videos here and there, but mostly been keeping up with the newer stuff. This one's from a few years ago, so I don't think that I've seen it. Uh, it's the reaction video being done about it right now. Um, Guga is the entire reason that I started doing sous vide. Uh, Recently, I've only done it a couple times, but frankly, I don't want a steak any other way than a sous vide at this point. The grill is nice, but the sous vide is just better. Anyway, I specifically went for a burger video because burgers are among my favorite things to cook. I've loved messing around with the combinations of seasonings to flavor burgers with, and I recently have made what I think is the best concoction uh, for my burger specifically that I will not be disclosing what that is. Not that I imagine people are going to want to randomly take my recipe, but just posterity's sake, I'm going to keep it secret. It's my Krabby Patty formula. Anyway, let's see what Guga has to offer in this video. It's going to be good content. It's a Guga video. It's going to be good content no matter what. So, let's get into it.
Welcome back to Google Foods, everybody. This is the burger that changed my life.
If you are new to my channel, you might not know this, but I love steaks. And I can honestly say I've tried them all.
Yeah, a lot of them, including pineapple, Pepto-Bismol, and Nutella. That right there, basting is that's part of how I do the burgers and make them as good as they are is the basting. Basting it in its own fat. Oh. Yeah, well, a little bit of butter too. A little bit of butter plus the fat of the burger itself. Baste it onto there as it's cooking. That's the real key. Well, there's a lot of keys to a good burger, but that's one of them.
Burgers, on the other hand, I have made quite a few as well. Monster burgers, fancy burgers.
Oh, go back. Run that back.
Burgers, on the other hand, I have made quite...
Oh. Oh. That is so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh. That's how you want it. And a really good way to make it end up like that is by basting it. I haven't had burgers as juicy as the ones that I've had since I started doing the basting. Oh. Always baste the burgers when you're cooking them. Well, I don't know. It's really only if you're in a pan. I guess you could figure out some way to baste or spritz. You could spritz down the burger if they're on the grill, but if you're doing it in a pan, absolutely baste them.
Quite a few as well. Monster burgers, fancy burgers, premium burgers. And to be honest, burgers are just awesome. But today I'm going to share the burger that changed my life forever. And it's easy. So let's do it. This burger has very few elements, so you gotta get them right. This is ground beef from the USA. It is important to use 80% lean and 20% fat.
Always. Always. Even if you're not grinding it yourself, which I would like to, but I haven't had the chance to do that yet. But whether you're grinding it yourself or not, yeah, 80-20. That is the best ratio for it.
You need the fat content in order to make this burger right. It won't be cooked medium rare, so you can just buy on your regular grocery store. You'll do just fine. This is the easiest burger you ever made in your life. One of the things that made this burger awesome is getting the ratios correctly. And for me, for my size bun, I like to use 2.5 ounces per patty. You might be thinking that I'm a little bit crazy by measuring it, but trust me, you will get the best results.
No, I used to do that. I'm not very good at making the actual patties themselves. it's the seasoning and the cooking that I'm good at. I'm not very good at the actual patty making, but yeah, he's got it.
So 2.5 ounces balls were made for each individual patty. It is the perfect ratio. As you might have noticed, I did not season the meat. You're only going to season it once it's on the grill. When making your...
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I cannot agree with seasoning the meat after it's already in patty form. The way that I do it every single time is when I'm mixing the meat so that it can be made into the patty form, I always season it as I'm mixing it. Throw in everything that I'm seasoning with, not even just seasonings, I've got other things that I use as well. But it's always before the patties are made. That way the flavor is throughout the entire burger. Yes, technically the seasoning will cook into the burger as you're cooking it, but the flavor is already going to be there anyway, and it'll cook throughout rather than having to just cook in.
Your balls, I'm just going to recommend you not to compress them too much. Leave some air gaps, because what you want is maximum browning. The browning is where it's at on this burger. By leaving the air gaps, when you're smashing it, it will render the fat and basically fry the patty on its own juices. And it's awesome. I also made a super simple and easy sauce. Remember, exact amount in the description down below. I started up with cat...
I haven't done an original sauce before, but that can't be the most difficult thing in the world.
Followed by mayo.
Exactly, you start with that base and then you just do whatever, and then you've got your sauce, whatever it may be. That's how every single fast food restaurant's secret sauce is made.
A little bit of yellow mustard. For a nice kick, I'm using this Brazilian hot sauce. And if you never tried it, oh man, it's good. Then I finish it up with Worcestershire sauce. Mix.
I'll reveal this much. SPG and the W sauce. That much of what I put into the burger before I make it into a patty is what I'll reveal.
Did well, and my sauce was done. Alright, the next item is going to be quite controversial, and I know this. Some of you are going to tell me, Guga, that's not cheese, that's plastic. How can you eat that processed thing? That's terrible. Yes, I understand all of you, but trust me, you cannot replace that with this burger.
Yes, I can, with literally anything else. I cannot stand the flavor of these pieces of yellow plastic at all. Colby Jack is where it's at. That's what I put on my burgers all the time, is Colby Jack. Something hits different about melted Colby Jack. There's just something that hits different. But there are just so many other options that are so good that you could use instead of that. Instead of that. Anything could be used. Why are you using that?
If you want to have the experience, you have to use the American processed cheese. The
No, I'll improve the experience by using anything else.
cheap stuff. I have other cheeses, but for this burger, I am not using it.
Why not? If the others are available, use them.
Hashtag go easy on Google in the comment section.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, all the cheese police.
That's
For the
me.
buns, I am using brioche buns. If you don't have brioche buns available in your area, you can also make Guga's buns. It's quite similar, but not the same. And if you haven't seen Guga's buns video yet, make sure you check it out later on. It's an awesome video. But now that we have everything ready, it is time to get cooking. But first, I want to explain the technique because it's 100% about the technique. If not, you won't get it right. The number one thing to remember is heat. If you can't get it hot, this will never work. Instead of cooking your burger, you will steam it, and you will never get the same effect. I recommend cooking over charcoal, because that will get as hot as possible. If you don't have charcoal available, at least get a powerful gas stove. And let it preheat for quite a bit. These burgers will cook in seconds. And if you don't have a strong stove like this one, just make sure you let it preheat for quite some time. And do it in batches. And you gotta use cast iron. The number one thing you're looking for is browning. You want that Maillard effect hard and well pronounced. If you put it on the heat and it's not hot enough, instead of browning, you'll get steam. And as it's steam, you will never get that deliciousness that comes from the Maillard reaction. The second thing to remember are tools. Make sure you use the right one. If not, you would just make a mess and it would just be terrible. You will never experience it the right way. The burger would just be nasty. I'm telling you, I've done it. I recommend these two items. One is like a burger flipper, and the other one is a spatula. When you're putting your meat on the grill, it will get stuck like there's no tomorrow. And the spatula is amazing.
I'm sorry, he said spatula like Mr. Krabs. I had to stop myself from laughing. I'm sorry, Guga. But that is what you said. Just like Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob me, boy ho.
To rip up all that goodness from the cast iron. You need the right tools. Again, don't use this or this. But now that we have everything ready, it is time for me to introduce you to the burger that changed my life. And I say it is enough talking and it's time to smash them. So let's do it.
Alright. Little thing that Guga says in a lot of his videos is to always toast your buns. Yes. The way that I tend to do it is I actually toast it in the same pan that I did the burgers in to begin with, and it adds a bit of a beefy flavor to the bun that just amplifies the burger itself in the end. It's so good. And butter them first as well. So it's flavor across the board. One thing I didn't see if he did or not is, I see this a lot at cooking videos, is people won't put the sauce on both pieces of bread. And I don't get that, really. I'll see them only put it on the bottom, and I don't understand that. Put it on to the bottom, and then put the top bun on top of the bottom, pull it apart, and now it's on both pieces of bread. So now you got that flavor on both the top and the bottom. And you didn't even have to use any extra. That is how I have been taught since day one, with adding it to like sandwiches, and I apply it to the burgers as well. Whatever sauce you're going to use, put it on one piece of bread, take the other one on top, and now you have it on both slices, and you didn't use any more than what you needed to. You were supposed to do that before you turned it into a patty, sir. Did you just triple layer that because of how thin those patties are? Oh. Man, if it weren't for the cheese, if it weren't for that plastic melty cheese, I don't understand. Like, imagine if you're a sea turtle and you know that that bag floating in the water isn't a jellyfish and that it's a bag, and you go after the bag anyway. That's what it's like eating this cheese knowing that it's not good and that it's not actual cheese. Colby Jack all day long. But man, does it look juicy. Man, it looks good. But the cheese is killing me.
All right, everybody, this is the burger that changed my life for so many reasons. It is easy to make. Well, you guys saw it. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
I don't recognize this guy on the right. The left, I recognize. That's Angel. He's in a lot of them. Angel's really cool. I also like that there are a few videos where Angel cooks, and I kind of wish that there were a few more of those, because those are really fun. See just how much Angel has picked up from Guga. It's really fun. It's really fun seeing the videos where he cooks. I don't know who this guy on the right is. I have not seen him in a video before. Not that I know of, I don't think.
Yeah, look. Okay, enough talking. Let's give it a try. Go for it, guys. Dig in. All right, big bite. Smash burger,
Cheers.
baby. Cheers. That's the best burger in the world. Period. Period. That is incredible, everybody. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Juicy. I can't even believe how good it is. It's incredible.
There's so much browning
Yeah.
when you make it that way, everybody. It's so flavorful, so juicy. My goodness.
I can actually just give it like a soft press like this, and I can see the juices start moving.
Yeah.
The cheese melted, amazing.
That is when you know that it's perfect. If you can just barely do that, and then it's like a waterfall. If you've done it right, that's how it's gonna end up. And
Amazing.
You know, a lot of people are gonna hate on me because I use American cheese, but with this burger,
no,
you
you have
have
to go
to
American.
use with the American cheese.
I have
No.
a question.
Tell me, Andrew.
no, it doesn't matter. If I do this, I'm not going to use that cheese. I refuse to use that cheese. I might eat something that has it and then regret it, but I am not going to actively put that fake plastic slice onto anything. Not of my own. No. Anything else is going to be better. I'm not doing it. I don't care that he said that this is something that you have to include up. No, it's getting replaced by something with actual flavor.
What kind of ground beef did you use?
2080. A lot of fat.
So I have a question.
Tell me.
An
I see where you're going with this.
I have an
Let's keep eating.
important
Let's keep eating, Chris.
question.
Because I know where he's going with this. Tell me.
What if?
Mm.
You're not ready.
I know where you're going.
Oh, I know.
Wagyu
Oh,
smash burger.
I know he was gonna go.
It's just funny because Guga does have a video on doing Japanese A5 Wagyu burgers and how he was so upset that it was so good because it felt like sacrilege to grind that up into a burger. Like, yeah, because that is a very pricey cut and you've just obliterated it, but also there was no way that it was going to be bad. Right? There was no way for it to be bad. Just because of what the meat is. There was no way that it was going to be bad. It's just, that is a very rare thing that if you're going to do it, do it and then like 5 years later, do it again. You've got the money to buy another cut like that.
This is already
You got me for
amazing.
that video.
But if we take it to the next level,
Chris wanna be on that video.
Nah, I have to be for that one.
you have to be invited.
If you
I don't know who Chris is. I was waiting on them to say his name. I don't recognize him. Not in the same way that I recognize Angel Lee or Mamau. I don't recognize Chris. Sorry.
guys wanna see Wagyu smash burger, let me know in the comments down below.
Give us
I will
thumbs up if you want to see it.
I will make it happen. Only if you guys want to see it.
Like the video and put a thumbs up in the comments if you want to see it.
Double
You really want
thumbs
that
up.
Wagyu burger, huh?
And comment, Angel's a genius. Do a Wagyu
and comment, bring
smash
Chris.
burger.
Bring Chris. I asked Chris, what do you want, Chris? He's like, give me the triple decker. He's like, okay,
And
I got
said-
you.
I said, he's the guest.
Like my
He's
boy,
the
You
guest.
have to give him the...
like my boy Future said, sensational.
Anyway, guys, if you want to see the Wagyu
Oh.
burger, comment down below. And we're going to make a Wagyu smash burger.
Okay.
I hope you
Let's
guys
see what it
enjoyed this
is.
video. If you do enjoy this
Let's see what this gift mentioned at the bottom is.
video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos.
Alright,
Remember,
again.
if you are interested in anything I use,
You guys should subscribe to Guga too if you're not, and you should also subscribe to this channel that I'm on that you're watching right now. Subscribe to this one too. It's right down there. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead. It's right down there. There's a like button too, and a comment section. You should do all of that for this video too.
everything is always in the description down below. Make sure to comment if you want to see that Wagyu smash burger, and we're gonna make it happen. Make this burger. It's easy. You can do it. See you on the next one, everybody.
Easy.
Take care.
It's fast. And
And it's good.
And it's amazing.
It's already gone.
It's amazing. See you on the next one, everybody. Chris is
You realize he already finished it.
out. I gotta go make you another one. Gotta go make some more.
Oh.
What is this?
Alright.
What is this?
This is like
You remember I got you a Father's Day present?
Oh, that's the Father's Day present. Oh my goodness. I don't know when this video comes out, everybody, but this angel gave me a Father's Day present. Check this out.
That's the second one. The first one was the cup that stays cold for your beer.
This is the second one. But he wanted me to give me something. It is a milk chocolate
porter.
Porter.
It's milk chocolate beer.
Milk chocolate beer.
Bro? They make that?
Yeah.
Huh? No, that sounds awful. That sounds so bad. I'm already not a huge fan of like alcohol to begin with. I like things like a margarita or a Smirnoff because they're citrusy and the citrus hides the alcohol flavor. So I like that, but this sounds absolutely horrendous. That sounds awful.
Let's give it a try.
Oh.
All right, well, we're going to try this right now. We're going to give you guys a fair review. You ready? I wonder if it's going to be chocolate color.
Oh.
Or it's like a brown beer.
It's
Right?
like dark beer.
It's like a dark beer. Yeah.
It looks
It's gonna
awful.
taste like chocolate. All right, well,
Cheers, guys.
it's already a little bit too late, but happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Cheers, everybody.
And yes, everyone on this table is above 21.
21.
Yes.
Even Google.
Are you sure? Sometimes. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Let's give it a try. We'll let you know. Oh my God, it tastes like chocolate.
It does taste like chocolate.
It tastes like chocolate and beer together.
Yo, 22nd birthday next week. That's what we get it, bro.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
It's good.
Talking about.
Thank you for the present, though. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate my present, my nephew. It is weird beer, everybody.
It is different. It is different.
It's like a chocolate milk mixed together with a beer and smashed it together.
It tastes like
and-
Hershey's to
Bro,
me.
they can't get
What?
It has like a Hershey's taste.
No, it doesn't. Is it chocolate? Blah.
And I even left and went and got some.
Look, my burger makes it taste a lot better. That's a fact.
Bold statement.
I don't know about the beer, but the burger is amazing.
Nah.
See you guys on the next one, everybody.
That beer sounds absolutely horrendous. I'm not even gonna lie. That beer sounds absolutely dreadful. I don't even know how to respond to the fact that there is a chocolate beer. That sounds awful. I don't want anything to do with that. Burger looked really, really good, though. Again, aside from the cheese. I'm not putting plastic on the cheese. I'm not... Yeah, let me just take this, smelt it down, and then place that over the burger. Yeah, that's good flavor. Now, I'm gonna put some real cheese on there with some real flavor, and then enjoy myself. I always said not to, but you gotta break the rules sometimes, and if there's anyone that knows that you've gotta break the rules sometimes, it's Guga. Mr. Nutella. Anyway, absolutely go subscribe to Guga's channel. He has such good content. All three of the channels, Guga Foods, Guga, and Sous Vide Everything, they've all got phenomenal videos all across the board. They're all really good. I always make the mistake of watching them when I'm hungry, but whatever. And speaking of all of that subscribing stuff, like I said earlier, do all of the YouTube algorithm stuff, like, comment, and subscribe on here. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description below. It's a free to join Discord, but I do plan on eventually getting a Patreon set up so that there can be some fun little perks to do if you're into that sort of thing, and especially since I'm going to be doing some reaction videos to proper shows soon. I got requested Hunter x Hunter recently, and I'm really planning on doing a reaction to Generator X. And of course, I can't do that in full here on YouTube, so Patreon would be where you can go and watch those videos in full and uncut once I get everything set up and figured out. Until then, all the YouTube algorithm stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Again, Discord down in the description below. and I will see you when I see you.